Hello everyone, welcome. As an artist, I wanted a light-weighted display rack that is affordable and easy to carry to places like craft and vendor fairs where I have to display my painted bottles and wine glasses. I came across a YouTuber named Rebecca Wilson who built this for displaying her greeting cards. I created a similar one which is more sturdier and more broader so that I could display the bottles, vases, and wine glasses. Now I'll show you how I made it. So the supplies you need for making this is some sort of a cutting board, a scale, a pencil, a knife of this kind, and some glue gun, and two foam boards, two of them, half-inch thick foam boards. Before I actually do it on the foam, I'm going to show it on these cardstocks. So imagine that this is 20 and this is 30. So this is 20 by 30. Let's imagine this is 20 inches and this is 30 inches. For the sideboards, for the frame, we divide this into two parts. So from the bottom, 13 inches, you mark a line, and then 7 inches you mark a line. So this is from here to here, it is 13 inches, and then from here to here it's going to be 7 inches. So you mark a point here, 13 inches and 7 inches. Same from here, this side it's going to be 7 inches and then 13 inches. So this side it's going to be 7 inches from here to here, and then from this point to this point it is going to be 13 inches. So once you have this, you're going to join these two and cut at this point. So these two will be joined, and you're going to make a cut here, and then you're going to make a cut here. So this leaves a 20 by 20 inch square. I'm going to cut this out to make the side frames. So this is left out, and these two are the side boards for the display rack. For the center steps, we do the similar thing. This is 20 inches and this is 30 inches. So we are going to divide into 3 equal halves of 10 inches each. So let's say this is 10 inches and this is 10 inches. So we cut at these two lines later, and on the opposite side we mark the 10 inches line. So this side is 10 inches and these on the opposite side, on the reverse side, we mark the 10 inches line, and then we again break this into two parts, 3.5 and 6.5. So it's going to be 3.5 and 6.5. This is 3.5 and this is 6.5. Similarly, we'll have 3.5 inches and this will be 6.5 inches. And from here it's 3.5 inches and this will be 6.5 inches. So at this point where we have the this is 10 and this is 3.5 and 6.5. At the point where it is 3.5, we are going to cut. So this is 10. At this 3.5, we are going to cut. Again, this is 3.5, we are going to cut. And this side, we are going to make a cut at these two 10 inches marks. So when we cut it this way, it's going to bend this on this side. We'll have two cuts here. You don't actually cut the full foam, you just cut it half the width so that you're able to bend it. And this side you're going to cut at the 3.5 inches line. This is 3.5, 3.5 and 3.5. So when you cut it, we're going to start from the base the smaller one, and then the height smaller, and then the height, and then on either side you get this, you get the side boards. On the side boards will be on either side, and then you stick it this way. Okay, now we'll see how we can make this with the actual foam. So this is used for placing the wine bottles and wine glasses, and I can arrange many as required. This is lightweight, and this is sturdy because it's half-inch thick. So let's see how I make this. We'll be needing two boards, 20 by 30, half-inch thick board. I have two of them here. So one for the sides, one will be doing the side parts, and the other one for the steps. So as a close-up, I've marked 13 here. So 13, 7. Same way, this side is 7 and this is 13. So this becomes a 20 by 20. Then we cut it here and cut it here. I'm going to use my cutter. So I have the two side parts. Now let's do the center part. We're going to make 3 parts. This is 20, this is 30. So divide 30 into 3 parts, 10 each. And then you're going to make, first is 10 is divided into 3 parts. You can do 3 and 7. 3 will be small for me to keep my wine glasses. So I'm going to make it 3.5. I'm going to make it 3.5. And then 10. So this will be 3.5 and this will be 6.5. Again, this 10 is broken up into 3.5, 6.5, then 3.5, 6.5. So same thing I'm going to do it here. 3.5 and then this is 6.5. Again 3.5 and this is 6.5. From here 1, 2, 3.5 and 6.5. This is 10, 10 and 10, right? So these 10s will join it first. That's the 10 line, and then there's the 10 marking line. So forget this line. So this is a 10 and this is a 10. These two will cut in one direction, and we are going to turn it over and do the same thing. So this is 3.5 from the 10 3.5 line, and this is 3.5 line, and this side we have the, so this is, forget this one. So this is at 10 inches, this is 10 inches. On the other side we mark the 10 inches, and then we break that into 3.5. So 3.5 inches I drew a line. This 10 inches I broke into 3.5 and drew a line. This 10 inches again break it into 3.5 and drew a line. So we're going to cut here at these 3 lines and cut here at these 2 lines. Let's do the 3 lines first. And you don't cut fully, you just cut half of it, or just put a line. These 3 lines are cut it. I'm going to give it a little cut here, then same way at this point, one more cut. So these 3 are done. Now the other side I need to make. So the cuts are done on this side. Now for these 2 I'm going to cut it this side. Here I'm going to turn it and put pressure. So the other one is over here. Now you see that you start from the small side. Small is the base, then it stands up, then again base, stands up, and base. Now we have to stick it to the surface. Let's take the surface now. The surface, the sharp one will, the angled one will be at the front. So let's put it this way. So this is the front, and this is here. This is the front part. Angled one at the front. If you look at this, this angled one is the front, and this is the small piece is here. So this is going to be the angled one in the front, and this is a small piece. First you join these 2, and then at an angle 90 degrees, then 90, then 90, and this. First time I'm going to put some glue on top here. If you have anybody to help you to hold the foam board, it will be much easier. So at the beginning I'm going to place it exactly at the point and hold it for a few minutes. Then I'm going to add extra glue. On the sides. Move it slowly as you're holding it, and put some glue in the front also. Now the next one should be at 90 degrees. We want this to be, the angle here should be 90. So see that the scale is straight. So hold the scale against this one and see that it hits the other side. Now I'm holding it at 90 degrees. I'm going to glue it up. Keep holding it till it is fixed, and I'm also going to put some glue at the back. And again, the next step, this has to be 90 degrees. As you're holding it and bending it to check the angle. So I'm going to keep this here against this and see that it's at 90 degrees. Now this is fixed. I'm going to put some glue. This finishes one side. I'm going to keep it here and attach the other piece on top. This will be easier. So keep it close here. Keep this at the bottom. And then start sticking it at this. Okay, I'm going to stick it and then show it. So now I've stuck on either side. It's done. It's turned out like this. I need to rub out all the markings and remove any extra glues. So here, for these two surfaces, you can leave it as it is, or if you want some protection, you can make 10 strips. I'll do it right now and put it. So I have this from a previous board. I'm going to cut 1 inch strips. Now for this, I'm going to directly put some glue on the surface here. I'm going to fix it here. So in a similar way, I'm going to do this also. Now this is done. I have these two pieces here, and for the bottom I just made it flat. I attached it flat so that I can keep a bigger size items. Hope it was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions.